We're Liz and Dennis, digital nomads and full-time RVers, living life on the road. Over the past 8 months, we've spent our time traveling across mainland Mexico in our Class C RV, visiting some of the country's most iconic and off-the-beaten places. And after 3 glorious weeks of exploring the state of Chiapas, in this travel vlog, we venture on to the Oaxacan coast to get some much-needed rest, relaxation, and of course, have some fun. Wow! There's so many now. This is like the coolest experience. We saw humpbacks today.
This is unbelievable life.
Today we're going to the beach. Last night we stayed overnight, just about a halfway point from going to Chiapas to Oaxaca, because it's quite a long drive, about 8 hours in total. But today we woke up early so we could make it to the beach. I'm like really excited to go to the beach.
I can tell.
Let's go.
You're literally like dancing in your seat.
I know, and I'm also sitting on this and it's hurting me.
What is it?
Oh, my charger. Drive days are pretty boring for us. We don't show much of it lately because I typically use it to work. Dennis is just driving, so it's not much happening.
Right.
So satisfying to watch.
This is seriously some of the most windy conditions I have ever driven on. We're on 185D.
Going toward the Oaxaca Coast.
Yeah.
And I will tell you what, there's wind turbines everywhere, which tells you it's obviously a windy area.
Well, yeah, and it makes sense, but we've driven past wind turbines before in other states, but it's never been this windy. Like, this stuff is hardcore.
It is rocking us over. We're seeing semi-trucks that are like tilting, like leaning as they're driving. It's insane.
Yeah.
So be prepared for a windy drive if you're coming through this way.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, we have snacks on the road.
Drive day nourishment.
We officially made it.
To the coast.
Holy moly, it's beautiful.
I think we're close to Salina Cruz right now. And we're on this twisty little skinny, dangerous feeling road, but the view of the ocean from here is insane.
Oh my god.
Wow, dude. Highway is a little more inland. It's not directly on the coast, and then you have to go at least 10 kilometers in to get to each beach town.
And this road is a very bumpy, uneven dirt road. Whew.
This is taking way longer than it should.
Yes, I just want to mention today's drive day. Said it was supposed to take about 4 hours and 15 minutes, according to Google time. We are now going on hour 6. Woo! Well, we made it. That was a long journey. It ended up taking us about 6.5 hours to make it to this particular spot. So if you're coming from the Chiapas path into the Oaxaca coast, make sure to give yourself additional time because you'll need it. But we've made it to our campsite, and I will say the hard work and the effort was worth it. I can't wait to show you around tomorrow. But for now, we're gonna call it a night. We're gonna enjoy some beers with our new friends that are staying here as well, and we'll pick you up tomorrow. Buenos dias! Last night we arrived at Don Taco beach camping, which we found on iOverlander, and I will tell you what, It was tough to get to, but boy, is this view worth it. We didn't expect this town to be as rural as it is, because when we looked on iOverlander and Google Maps, there was tons of restaurants, a few hotels, so we kind of pictured this being a more developed city on the beach. But it's not. That's because on the other side of the national park, there is a more developed city. It's where lots of people come for vacations. There's a lot of expats living in that community. There's built up hotels, and there's actually a cruise port that comes in. Obviously right now there's no cruises, but they're still doing day trips. So people will come from all different parts of the coast and come over here to enjoy a delicious meal, which is why there are so many restaurants. But
we weren't prepared at all. We don't have any cash.
No.
Don't have any food.
No.
Don't have any water.
No.
Luckily, Don Taco has everything we need, and we're gonna go into town and get cash with them one of the days. So we're gonna end up being okay.
Yeah,
this is working out.
They have a fruiteria in town, which we're going to hopefully stock up on a few more fruits and vegetables. But one thing that is really nice here is that they actually have fresh fish.
Yeah.
Since this is like a little fishing village, really, all of the restaurants are serving seafood because they're going out and catching it. And you can buy some of that fresh fish. So this morning I was able to talk to the neighbor's restaurant. We ended up getting a kilo of red snapper for about 200 pesos. That included me tipping them. They filleted it, cleaned it for us. It's like 7 huge, beautiful fillets. There are a few things to know about this place. We're going to show you around. We're going to go into the national park. There's going to be tons of adventures and fun to be had. But if you're coming here, there are a few things to know. The first being that the internet is very intermittent.
Yes. It's very fast when it works, but it does go in and out throughout the day depending on how many people are here and using it. The electricity throughout the entire town, the voltage kind of dips between 95 volts up to 110 depending on the time of day and how many refrigerators I guess are running in the town. So luckily we've got the Ames power inverter charger, and that will actually act like a voltage regulator and keep our electronics inside of the coach safe. So whenever the voltage dips too low, it'll actually use battery power to compensate back up to 110, 115 volts.
I think today's goal is really to stock up on food, just enjoy the beach. I think we're going to treat ourselves to lunch at one of these restaurants, which by the way, most of them are here for lunchtime. They don't serve dinner, so that's something to keep in mind. But we're excited to be here. Guys, this view.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
This is seriously one of the best lunch views I think we've ever had. It is just so beautiful here. And this beach, there's like no one here. The catamaran from the other side of the national park just arrived, so there's going to be a few more people here, but still, really, it's like our own secluded beach. We came to El Capi, which is about 3 buildings down from where we're camping. We've been told this is one of the better restaurants on the beach. So we're enjoying a little bit of shrimp, filet de pescado de diablo, which is like a spicy and sweet chipotle sauce, and having some beers. We buy non-performing mortgages all the time that aren't technically paying, but as long as there's an outcome or a possibility for either getting them to pay again, maybe we come up with a modification since they're using the property, or... Okay, well thank you so much for your time today. We'll give you a call back and let you know if we can make this a deal. Making those deals, baby. Bid was accepted. I love real estate investing. The best part about being a digital nomad, getting to work remotely from beautiful locations like this, is that when I'm done working for the day, I can do this. rusty at drinking beer. We took a break for a while because we started to notice some poundage in the waist area. For me, in the thigh area. It's a little celebratory beer. I feel like this is deserved. You know, we're in these beautiful locations working hard, working on the vlog, working in a real estate business so that we can enjoy. And that's what we plan to do. Work time is now off. It's playtime, baby. If you know us, you know we're not necessarily morning people, but here it's not about the sunsets, it's all about the sunrises. And since we're going on a big adventure today, it'd be the perfect time to wake up early to watch the sunrise. I got a friend with me this morning. I was just drinking my coffee, all of a sudden the dog was here. Today's adventure is going on a 3-hour boat tour into the National Park Huatulco. So there's tons of different secluded little beaches that you can actually come to in the national park, but you can only get there by boat. Franz, the owner of the RV park, helped us coordinate with Alex, who is our tour guide. He has grown up in this village and he's also studying to be a marine biologist. So he's super knowledgeable about the wildlife that you can encounter here. Which there's tons of wildlife here. They get whales, sea tortugas. Right now we're kind of on the shoulder season, so just after March is really the end of whale season and turtle season. But you never know, we might get lucky and see some. We just made it to La Playa India, and when we showed up there was actually tortuga tracks from where a turtle had just laid eggs. They come in one direction, after laying their eggs they exit in a different path, which is really cool. So there could be tortugas here as we're snorkeling. I'm ready to put my fins on and do this. Whales. Wow, there's so many now. This is like the coolest experience. We saw humpback whales! This is the coolest day of my life. I've never seen whales before. And we saw them not just on the water, but like jumping. It's a baby, oh my God. Wow.
Mamá y bebé al mismo tiempo.
Mira, y aquí hay más.
Today was literally like the best day ever. I'm still in shock that we saw humpback whales jumping out of the water and got to snorkel in beautiful reefs. Huatulco is absolutely incredible. And we've been enjoying lots of food at the restaurants here on the little strip in the town that we're staying in, but the food is a little bit expensive. We found it's anywhere from like 160 to 220 pesos per meal. So the 2 times we've gone out cost about $25 US for us to eat. And while we love that, we also know the benefits of cooking it. We're making delicious plantain tacos with a mango, guacamole with cucumber and apple.
Oh boy. Muchas gracias.
Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know where all
This is heaven. Fresh oysters, delicious food, cerveza, and company.
Oh yeah, I could get used to this life. We're just saying how thankful we are to be able to travel this way and do all of the experiences that we do while we're traveling. Because even here in this small little tiny tourist port, I was having a conversation with Alex, our captain, and most of the people that come here come over in a catamaran, most likely just get drunk at one of the restaurants or beach clubs up the street, and don't do the excursion that we did today. And it's such a surface level thing, it feels like, because they don't really get to see anything that this place is about. They don't experience the national park. Yeah, they float by it on the way here, but that's it. They see the coastline, but they see nothing under the water. I mean, we saw freaking humpback whales today, and now I'm hanging out in a hammock watching the sun go down. This is unbelievable life.
Hey, sweet boy. Buenos dias. I love my morning cuddles with Ollie. What? Today's our last day. So let's make the most of it. Princess B. Good morning. Hi. I got it all the kitty loves. Hi. Oh, she's kissing him. Oh, that was so cute. All right. Let's get this day started. This view never gets old. This is like the perfect beach town. There's not a ton of tourists. It's just kind of still a small little fishing village. Yes, there's lots of restaurants and a few buildings are coming up, but it's not like other places or other beach towns that we found in Mexico. It's something different. And it's the reason we've definitely extended our stay. We were supposed to be here for like 4 nights and it turned to 5. Now it's 7. Each day we're like, we're just gonna stay 1 more day. And it seems like that's a theme across all guests. Most guests that have arrived have definitely extended their stay beyond their original plan. It's because this place is gorgeous.
One thing we've been making sure to do each day is work out. We're still going with our workout routine pretty strong, which is awesome. We're both feeling really strong and healthy, losing weight, which is good because we've definitely gained weight on this trip so far. So before we can actually enjoy and have some cervezas, gotta put the work in.
Slash.
But the best part is, when you're done working out, we can just go jump in the ocean to cool off. Pretty much spend the rest of the day just chilling around on the beach. Since it's our last day, we won't get this view anymore, and we're gonna cherish every moment. Right now I'm actually reading a really great book called How to Kill a City. It's about inequality in housing and gentrification and options for affordable housing and preserving neighborhoods that are often the most neglected. It's a really great read if you're interested. I'll have a link to some of our favorite books down below. I think it might be even cerveza time.
Nothing's all you need. When you're stripped of all your armor, you can finally feel the breeze. We're living in the moment.
All right. Reluctantly, we're leaving Don Taco.
It is really hard to leave here. We've been like dragging out our days, but now even just like our minutes and hours, we're like, well, let's just go for a swim. Let's just work out one more time. Let's just...
Checkout's technically at 1 and we're pushing it per usual.
It's all right. If you're coming to the Oaxaca coast, make this be a stop. It's absolutely heaven. It really, really is. I can't wait till we can come back again. But the Oaxaca coast adventures are not done yet. We are going to several more beaches, exploring more of this gorgeous coastline. We can't wait to take you with us. So make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, and like this video if you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments what you think about Bahia San Augustin, and definitely make this a trip for your future travels. We'll see you next week. Adios! If you're uncomfortable with naked bodies, I'm gonna say don't come to Zipolite. We are going to go on an adventure tonight to see the bioluminescence.
There's that.
Flat, so I don't look like I'm flat. Okay.
Flat.
Fat. I want to look flat.
Today's adventure is going on a 3-hour boat tour, like Gilligan's Island, which, oh my.
Oh, relax. That's a Maui Coma.
Oh. Whew.
Jeez.